from Caesar's Cove Haven. Cove Haven Champagne Palace presents An Evening with Honest Phil.
Setup man, clean up the stage, please. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to break down. Ladies and gentlemen, right now it is showtime. And Caesar's Cove Haven is proud to present the Comedy Star of your show with a nice round of applause. Let's hear it for Comedy Star, Honest Phil! Howdy, guys. Thank you. Take a break. Relax. Thank you for playing my arrangements. Thank you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, not dead tonight. Now, where are the Polish people? That's it? I'm sure there are more, honey, but they don't understand the question. There's got to be more in here. Where are the Italians? 6. Where are the blacks? 2 guys. They're not sure. Jewish? Yeah, we'll get you in a minute. Irish? Beautiful. Clap your hands if you're Irish and proud. That'll be the last time you take your hands off your drinks tonight. That's it. Now, is there anybody, where are the Greeks? Any Greeks? Sure, in the back. You never sit up in the front. They're always in the back somewhere. Is there anybody in here that doesn't like ethnic jokes? Don't like them? Leave. Because I tell them. Now, first I will start with Polish people. But I won't tell a lot of Polish stories. Not a lot. For a very important reason. One is because of my wife. She's half Polish and half German. She wants to rule the world, but she don't know why. So it makes it difficult for me. Yeah, oh, that's the truth, lady. And the other reason I did another show in another resort, picture in your mind, sitting down, listening to nothing but a half hour of Polish stories. Can you picture that? One Polak in the audience got a little pissed. No, really. Well, he was big enough to be pissed anytime he wanted to be. Picture 6'6", 350 pounds. When you're that big, you could be pissed 24 hours a day. Who's going to argue with you? Well, I got on the elevator ready to leave this resort, and he came running down the hallway after me. Jumped on the elevator, ready to cut me up with a razor. He was so mad. Thank God there was no place to plug it in. Oh, I thought my ass was grass. Polish honeymoon couple driving up here to Caesar's Cove Haven. Halfway up here, he reached over, put his hand on her knee. I'm sure a lot of you did that driving up here anyway. She said, "That's all right, honey, we're married. You can go further." So he drove to Canada. What the hell does he know? This Polish gentleman went looking for a job. Salesman said, "You ever sell before?" Guy said, "No, I never sold nothing." He said, "I happen to be looking for a man to help me out in the store because our store has everything." He said, "I'll tell you what, I'll take the first customer." You're Polish, aren't you? The guy said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I'll talk a little slower so you'll catch on." He says, "I'll take the first customer and you take the second one. But watch what I do because I'm a good salesman." So he walked out. And the man came in and said, "Sir, can I help you?" The man said, "Yeah, I'd like $1 worth of grass seed." The man said, "I can help you out. We have grass seed sitting over here." He said, "I'll tell you what, you have that look on your face like you really want the grass seed bad." He said, "How about the lawnmower alongside of it? It's on sale." I said, "No, all I want is $1 worth of grass seed. Don't try to talk me into something else I don't need." He said, "Wait a minute, out of curiosity, why the hell are you trying to sell me a lawnmower?" He said, "Well, sir, in a couple of weeks, your grass is going to grow nice and high. Buy the lawnmower, too. It's on sale. Makes sense." I said, "You know, that does make sense. I don't have a lawnmower. I'm going to need one." He said, "Okay, I'll take the lawnmower." He turned to the Polak. He said, "See, Instead of making a sale for $1, I made a sale for $101. That's the power of selling. He said, now you try it. So the Pollock, he goes out. He's looking around. Another man came in. He said, sir, can I help you? I said, yeah, I'd like a box of Tampax. Pollock said, beautiful. So how about this lawnmower over here? And I said, what the hell am I going to do with a lawnmower? Pollock said, you're not doing nothing for a week. Might as well cut the grass. Oh, yeah, he got the job. He got the job. Are there any firemen in here? Where? Where? Right here? Where are you from? Connecticut. Very nice. Any other firemen in here? New York City. Beautiful. 2 firemen. Pollock called the fire department. No, he did. He said, my house is on fire. The fireman said, well, sir, excuse me, how do we get to your house? The Pollock said, don't you have those big red trucks no more? They don't have the trucks. How the hell are they going to get here? Pollock called the airlines. I'll wait. Go ahead, laugh. That's why I'm telling the stories. Pollock called the airlines. He said, how long does it take to get to Poland? Airline said, just a moment. He said, thank you, and hung up. Yeah, wait till I get to the Italians. Yeah, and the blacks are worrying, too. The Greek, he moved out. Yeah. I like the short one. Short, sweet, to the point. Yo, you ever see a Pollock steal shoes out of Kmart? Yeah. Anybody brought cameras tonight? Yeah, get your camera ready for a picture. Get it ready. Because you're only going to see this once tonight. All right? You ever see a Pollock pick up his socks? Watch. Put that away, Phil. I got it. Encore for what? You want to see it again? Why, were you looking? Yeah, oh, shit, hey. Where are the Italians? You're next. I'm not worrying about nothing. I left my car running. I don't take no chance going out and just starting it up. Yeah. An Italian came home, he put a gun up to his head. His wife walked in, took a look, started laughing her ass off. He said, none you laugh. Hey, you're next. See you later. He was going to blow his brains off first and then shoot her. I was over here just explaining to the lady she got to work on her a little bit. Ty walked into a fish market. He said, "I'd like a 4-pound of flounder." The butcher said, "Filet?" He said, "No, for eat, you scoop." Filet. No, that's not sick. I'll get to the sickies later. No, that ain't. Wait, I'll get to the sickies later. Yo, 2 Italians are walking down the street. There's a man walking up the street with a German Shepherd. The German Shepherd sat down, still licking his testicles. Balls. I gotta explain everything tonight? Holy Jesus. Do you know why dogs lick their balls? Because they can. Very good, sir. You know too, huh? That's my partner. In case I lose the line, he's over here to help me out. Good man. So here's the dog licking away going, blue. You think this is easy? Blue. Try it one time. You can't get down there. Vito walked over, looked down, and said, "Man, I wish I can do that." The guy said, "Go ahead. He's friendly." He won't hurt you. Go ahead. What the hell? Blue. Ha! Oh, where are the blacks? Where are the blacks? Hey, your buddy left. There's only one in here now. Right before Lamar and Christian finished their show, I happened to be in the men's room. Right? I was going all by myself. I was going pretty good, too. And this big black guy come in, stood next to me. He pulled it out. He said, "Phil, I just made it. I took a look. I said, Christ, make me one in white. I thought he had a friggin' snake in his hand. I ain't going tinkle, tinkle, he's going boosh. You know what pissed me off? He had a fishing reel on his jockey shorts. Black lady talking to her husband. She said, I went to the doctor. He said he's not sure if I can have kids. He wants to see you. So he goes to the doctor and he comes back. And you ready? He's wearing a brand new suit. She said, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? You're wearing a brand new suit. You're supposed to go to the doctor, not the tailor. He said, I was to the doctor. And the doctor said, I'm impotent. And if I'm impotent, I want to look impotent. The black guy laughing? Is he laughing? He's not coming up, is he? Two black guys are out drinking for about 8 hours. One guy said, let's cross the bridge, we'll go home. So they're walking across the bridge. One black guy says, I gotta take a leak. The other one said, yeah, me too. So they dropped it over the rail. One black guy said, boy, this water's cold. The other one said, yeah, deep too. Oh, shit, hey. Oh. Tommy, can you turn the lights up a little bit so I can see these people? Where are the cops? Let me see them, Tom. Please. Where are you from? Let me help you out. Where are you from now? I know where you're from now. You're from there. Ohio. Long Island. Okay. Where else? The cops. Where are the cops? New York? Where? Philadelphia. Nice. Yeah, the guy from Philly's watching the guy from New York. New York is watching Long Island. Who else? Where? The fireman's a cop, too. Two cops. Both from Connecticut. Where else? A lot of cops here. Hey, come on. They deserve a nice round of applause. That's a hell of a job. Bull until you need one and shot in the ass. Sure. Now, police officers are nice, but I gotta tell you something. A cop pulled me over. Now, the word police officer doesn't, you fellas don't get upset with that, right? Cop, you don't get mad at that, right? Pig pisses you off. I know that. No, I'm not gonna talk about that. No way. I mean, you know why cops are always smiling? They carry guns. You give me a .357 Magnum around my waist, I smile my ass off all day. Yeah. But you ready for this? Cop pulled me over about 2 weeks ago, and I had a feeling this wasn't my day. You know? Because he come over, and I said, officer, can you give me a break? He said, sure, beat this bullet to the exit. I said, holy fuck, my day ain't going too good. I said, how about just a warning? He fired 3 shots over the friggin' car. You get the idea this guy's on the wrong side of the tracks? Now, they ask a question that to this day I will never understand. How many never ever got stopped by a cop? Holler out. Yes. That's all? I'm sure even the cops got stopped by other cops. But they ask a question that when they pull you over, that I can never understand why they asked this. The cop pulled me over. He said, you know what you did back there? Like, what the hell you expect me to say? Of course. I don't say, of course. What do you say? No. Yeah. I said, no, what did I do? You ready for this? He said, you went through a stop sign back there. I said, I did not. I slowed down. He said, pal, you're not supposed to slow down. I got to get serious. You're not supposed to slow down. You're supposed to stop. I said, come on, officer. I slowed down, looked both ways. Nobody was coming, and I went through it. He said, pal, you're not supposed to slow down. You're supposed to stop. I said, come on. Slow down, stop. What the hell's the difference? That must have pissed him off. He said, what's the difference? What's the difference? That's when he pulled his club out. He started hitting me on top of the head. He said, hey, now, you want me to slow down, or do you want me to stop? Well, now I know the difference. You just gotta explain it the right way. Will you suck it in once in a while over here? Jesus Christ. What are you, electing the Pope? Holy Jesus. All I saw was... Anybody have a cigarette? I left mine in the machine. Nobody? Beautiful. Holy shit, hey. Maria Giovanni's. Nice. Where are the Catholics? Make you feel at home. Yeah. Let's see, I got the Polish. I got the Irish. I got them to take their hands off the drinks. That's good enough. Oh, yeah. I got the Italians. Where are the Jewish? Yeah. I got the blacks. The Jewish are next. Oh, any Puerto Rican in here? Yeah? Where? Two Puerto Ricans? I'm sorry, I only know one Puerto Rican joke. It's about the two Puerto Ricans got a job at the fire department in Connecticut. Yeah, one was Jose and the other one was Jose B. That's the only one I know. These guys hired them. Yeah. Yo, well, I gotta, where are the Jewish? You're next. How long you been Jewish? How long? 37 years. Oh, that's beautiful. Anybody know what Jewish foreplay is? Begging. Yeah, 20 minutes of begging. Please. Please. 4 words a Jewish woman never hears. Welcome, Kmart shoppers. They never hear those words. What does a Jewish woman make for dinner? Reservations. Of course, reservations. They never cook. Middle-aged Jewish woman went to the doctor to get a physical. She come back from the doctor, she shut the door to the house. As she's walking towards the living room, she's taking all her clothes off. Her husband, Abe's, on the couch reading the paper. And by the time she got there, you know Abe? He's a hell of a guy. Hell of a guy. By the time she got there, she was totally nude. He finally put the paper down and looked up, saw her nude. He said, what's the matter? You sick? You have a fever? You're walking around the house nude like this? She said, no, Abe. I just come back from the doctor. And the doctor said, for a woman of my age, I have a beautiful body. He said, what do you say about the big fat ass? She said, your name was never mentioned. Yeah, I want you to holler out to these questions I'm about to ask you, okay? So everybody in the room can hear you. You want to help me out a little bit? All right. What's your first name? Hi, Bob. You're going to know more about this subject, Bob, than anybody else in this room, because you're closest to this subject. Trust me, Bob. Trust me. Circumcision in the Jewish community, you're aware of that? Yes. Good. He's Jewish. Mm-hmm. It's called a bris. Yes. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Okay. There's a gentleman known as a moil that does the cutting. Huh? Yes. Yeah. And they do cater to it. It's a party. Yes. It's a big party. Well, in the beginning it's big. At the end it's short. And, you know why Jewish women go out with men that are circumcised? Have you ever heard of a Jewish woman who didn't like 20% off? Sure, 20% right off the top. I'll take it. And it is a party. They cater to it. Yeah, picture this in your mind, folks. At this bris, they hired a band for this celebration. Now, the cue for the band to play was once the moil cut the skin. Once he picked up the skin, that was the cue for the band to start playing. All right, so he picked the skin up, the band started playing, the moil's dancing with the skin. And it slipped out of his hand. Fell over the balcony down onto this girl's plate. Yeah. She picked it up. She said, what the hell is this? The guy next to her said, tasty. You like it? I'll give you a whole one. That's a sick joke. You realize you are laughing at a sick joke? Even the Jews laughing, going, holy Jesus. That's a... Blind man goes into a department store with a seeing-eye dog. He grabs the dog by the leash, starts to go... Salesman grabs him. He said, what the hell are you doing? He said, I'm looking around. That's a sick joke. Guy went to the doctor. He said, Doc, I got 5 penises. He said, 5, how your pants fit? He said, like a glove. I come home from the doctor. My wife said, you got a terrible look on your face. What's the matter? I said, I come back from the doctor. And he said, I got to take these pills for the rest of my life. She said, dummy, a lot of people have to do that. I said, no, you don't understand. He only gave me 6. Sick joke. You like sick jokes. That's good. There's a nuns. Any nuns in here? Come on, I gotta make sure there's no nuns up here at the Cove, you know what I mean? I mean, we get a lot of nice couples at Cove Haven, but not, you know. Watch this. Nuns sitting on a, I'll back up so the people in the cheap seats can see. There's a nun sitting on a park bench, and a guy with a raincoat walked up and went, sister, hooah! And he flashed her. And the sister said, excuse me, can you do that again? And the guy went, sure. She said, can I hold one of your testicles? Balls, lady. Just like the dog, just a little higher. I gotta explain again. And the guy went, yeah, go ahead. And she grabbed one. She said, can I hold the other one? He said, yeah, go ahead. And she grabbed the other one. He said, now what? She said, don't ever let me catch you doing this again. Never. May I share your ashtray? They don't come with the cigarettes. Beautiful. You're a good crowd. Couple of minutes, you're going to be pissing your pants. Trust me. Oh, yeah. No, I like talking about things like that because it's things that are true that get interesting. Like, how many people in here, how many drove up on 402 coming up here? What we call the Ho Chi Minh Trail. I mean, there are people still on that road from 2 or 3 years ago, still haven't made it, you know what I mean? I mean, they're still out there, man. No, we turn them into farmers when they get stuck out there. No, because how many drove up here and got behind a car slow? They were going so slow, you couldn't pass them out. I'll tell you, when it gets foggy up here and you get behind somebody driving slow, there's no way to pass them out. I got behind a lady a couple of weeks ago, all right, before the big snow that we just had. Ready for this? This lady's doing like 25 miles an hour. I'm beeping my horn. Beeping my horn. She slowed down to 15. I'm beeping the horn. She finally slowed down. 10, 5, and finally stopped. Stuck her head out the window and said, pig! Pig, pig, pig! You son of a bitch. So I pulled alongside of her. I rolled my window down. I stuck my head out the window. I said, cow! Cow, cow, cow! I drove in front of her. I'm running over 3 fucking pigs. Jesus Christ. You never could understand women drivers. Son of a... Yeah. 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 Now. How many in here love their wives? Holler out. Hey! I don't believe that was a majority rule here. Now, wives are nice. I love mine, too. I'll never forget, when I first got married, folks, I promised my wife the world. No, really. Now she walks around the house all day going, small world, ain't it, Phil? Yeah. She calls me a model husband, which isn't bad. That's nice. Until I looked it up in the dictionary. And it said, the small imitation of the real thing. Yeah, a good friend of mine was talking to me. He said, Phil, when you make love, do you talk to your wife? I said, if there's a phone close by, sure. A lot of people won't get a lot of these. He said, Phil, every time I make love to my wife, she passes out. I said, I noticed that. No, my wife's good. She's a good cook, though. I'll tell you one thing about my wife. She's a religious cook. That's more like it. Everything's either a burnt offering or a sacrifice. Yeah, we have the only dog in the mountain that begs not to eat. You know what I mean? She's a good cook. She's heavy, though. Big. I mean, no. I'll give you an idea. When she gets in bed, she swears I'm in love with her because I roll towards her. We were joking around one afternoon. You ready for this? She said, honey, you're only pulling my leg. And I assured her I couldn't even lift the damn thing. Yeah, she's a pisser, though. She is. Last week, I give you, you know how you call it big? Last week, she went to put the garbage out. Her hair was in curlers, ripped bathrobe, pom-pom shoes. I mean, the works. She yelled to the garbage man, am I too late? He said, no, hop on, lady. 2 weeks ago, the garbage man hit her. I said, didn't you see her? He said, I hit her, didn't I? I said, where you go around her? He said, not enough gas. Oh, shit, hey. No, I got a good woman. Oh, yeah. You all right? You got the pain yet? And you let the guy behind you know when you get the pain so he can move, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, any minute. Any minute. Yo. Are there any drunks in here? Yeah? Let me find out. How many? Raise your hands if you smoke grass. Let me see. Officers, there they are. How many in here would rather drink than smoke grass? Holler out. Yeah. All right, taking a survey. How many here would rather smoke grass than drink? Holler out. Yeah. All right, how many rather do both? Holler out. Yeah. See, those who were stoned didn't understand the first question. Oh, yeah, both, man, over here. There's a difference between drinking and smoking grass. And by the way, if there's anybody in this room that drinks vodka, stop drinking it. No, it's a stupid drink. It is. Any vodka drinkers in here? I'll tell you. Oh, they're all pointing over here. They are. I'll tell you why you drink vodka, so it will smell nothing on your breath. Is that right? That's right. You could drink a bottle of vodka and smell nothing on your breath. That's why it's a stupid drink. Is there anybody, by the way, in here that never in your life have gotten drunk? Never. I feel sorry for you. I do. You see, when a drunk wakes up in the morning, they look in the mirror, they look like shit. No, they look like crap. I mean, their eyes are bloodshot, they got a headache over the hair. But by afternoon, the eyes clear up. By evening, all right, the headache is gone, they're ready to go again. But if you never in your life have gotten drunk, every morning when you look in the mirror, that's the best you have to look forward to the whole day. You see? Now, the difference between, and vodka drinkers, forget it. Now, see, when I go out to get drunk, I want people to know I am drunk rather than think I am stupid. That's why vodka is a dumb drink. You drink a bottle of vodka, you walk down the street, you trip and fall, you throw up, you rip your clothes, people go by, they go, don't smell nothing, it must be stupid. If I drink a bottle of scotch and do the same thing, you go, holy Jesus, he's smashed. See, they know I'm drunk. Now, this is the difference. You ready for this? You drink to excess of getting drunk. And after you get drunk, then you go back to your room. And you walk into a room you normally see first thing in the morning. And after walking into this room, you kneel down. Like you're about ready to say your prayers. Now, since the room is moving, you have to hug the bowl like you're in love with the sucker. Then you lift the seat. You want room. Then you talk to yourself, Jesus Christ, I'll never drink that shit again. Now you're ready to put your head in the bowl, which you just don't normally walk in. Good morning, bowl, I love you. And put your head, and then, you get sick. But a person who smokes grass can walk into that same room, kneel down, put their head in the bowl, see the ocean. Flush, listen to the tidal wave and enjoy the water. Drown the shit out of the tidy bowl man. He's not even in there. I tried grass once in my life, once. I did and I wanted to. I smoked the whole joint. I've never been the same since. That's why I'm your social director. No, I'll never forget that first time, man. Oh, really, it was beautiful. And if this shit's any good, I'll be in Connecticut in about 20 minutes. Oh, yeah. No, me and my buddy, we smoked a pound each one night. No, we did. I'll never forget it. I got so high, I said, oh, God, and I heard a voice say, yes. Holy shit, I'm up there, ain't I, Lord? No, man. It's something about grass when people smoke it. You know they talk about the human body a lot. one particular part of the body. Listen, especially when there's a crowd. Ear. Always talk about the friggin' ear. You stand next to a guy, ear. No, it's fine. My ear's fine. No, ear. Yeah, ear this. After smoking that pound, we got in the car. You ready? We hit Route 80. I'm telling you, folks, I never drove so fast in all my life. We were passing out cars. Doom, doom, doom. Then we realized after about an hour, we were going 4 miles an hour. We found out later they were passing our asses out. My buddy got out. He thought I stopped. We were going to New York. We wound up in Canada. We got behind one car. On the back of his license plate, it said, dealer. We thought he was selling the shit, so we followed him. We got the shit. We'll go with him. Yeah, I'm getting dry up here. What are you drinking over there, lady? May I have some of that? Please, just a little bit. What is it? Cheers. May all your children be born naked with no teeth. Oh, that's good. Thank you. Yeah, wow. Oh. Are there any golfers in here? Where? I tried golf once. Anybody thinking about this coming summer? Try it. I mean, it's a hell of a game. But it's a game that scares you, though. They say if you're going to take a golf lesson, see a pro. So I did. I went to a golf pro. And I said, what do you want me to do? He said, it's very easy. Go over there, put your balls in that wire brush and scrub them. I said, fuck you, I'll take up football. I said, just out of curiosity, after I do that, then what do you want me to do? He said, then you bring your balls over here, put them on the ground, take out your club and hit it. What do you think I am, King Kong? But I did. I tried the game. I hit 2 of the best balls I think I'll ever hit again. Stepped on a rake in a sand trap. Hell of a game. This man marries Arnold Palmer's ex-wife, one of the world's greatest players, all right? He married his ex-wife, and they go on the honeymoon. When they finished making love, he picked up the phone. She said, what are you doing? He said, I'm calling room service. She said, what for? He said, I'd like to order a bottle of champagne. We celebrate. She said, Arnold Palmer wouldn't do that. He said, no. What would he do? She said, he'd make love again. So they made love again. And when they finished, he picked up the phone. She said, what are you doing now? He said, I'm calling room service. It's true, lady. She said, what for? He said, I'd like to order a little food for strength. Champagne, wash it down. She said, Arnold Palmer wouldn't do that. He said, no. What the hell would he do now? She said, he'd make love again. So they made love again. And when they finished, he picked up the phone. She said, you calling room service again? He said, nah, Arnold Palmer. She said, what the hell for? He said, I want to find out what the par is for this hole. Hey. Oh. I think every man in here, similar to that story, feels the same way I do. Every man in this room is just like Honest Phil. No difference. Think about it, guys. Why is it every time I want to make love twice is right before I make love once? Think about it. Sure. Tonight, honey, it's a double header. After the first one, I owe you one. Wake up in the morning, you're stuck to the sheet. Jesus Christ! Oh. Golf, interesting. As far as favorite golf stories are concerned, Charlie and Frank. Charlie hits his ball, goes to the left into the rough. Frank hits his ball to the right into the rough. Frank went looking for his ball and he finds it. In a beautiful setting of flowers. Beautiful buttercups. Parquet, whichever. The ball's right in the middle. Instead of taking the ball out, moving it out, taking a stroke, he hits the balls, kills the flowers, starts to walk away. As he's walking, Mother Nature popped up in front of him. She said, why'd you kill my flowers? My beautiful buttercups. You killed those suckers. He said, screw your flowers, lady. She said, you're talking to Mother Nature. He said, screw your flowers, Mother Nature. She said, screw my flowers? Screw my buttercups? For killing my buttercups for the rest of your life, sir. You're going to have the smell of butter all over your face. He said, right, lady. She disappeared. Frank started walking away. As he's walking, he's smelling. He's going, butter. Nah. Butter. No, this area, it's got to be. So he walked over here, he went, butter. He said, Charlie, where the hell are you? He said, I'm over here in the Pussy Willows, Frank. He said, don't hit the fucking ball! Don't! You get plays, don't. Yeah. Arnold Palmer's on the first tee, PGA, hell of a tournament. Hits the ball, slices it, goes into the crowd. A guy went down. Holy Jesus Christ, son of a bitch! Ow! Nurse ran over and says, I'm a nurse, what happened? He got hit with a line drive. She said, I'm a nurse, can I help you? Can I rub it? He goes, hold it, rub. She's rubbing for 5 minutes. She says, that better? He says, yeah, but my thumb still hurts like hell. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Nurses. Are there any nurses in here? See, a whole table of nurses? Yeah? You all from Connecticut, too? Oh, I figured the guys were. I figured you, too. How long you been a nurse, honey? 14 years. You broke 2 mirrors, huh? That's beautiful. How about the other young lady? This one over here? Aren't you proud of it, honey? How long? 42? You don't look that old, lady. How long, honey? 14, the same as this one. Who? Any other nurses in here? Right here, how long? 2 years. Who else? That's it? 3 nurses in the whole room? We're protected. Good.
Right here.
Where? 4? Where? I got 2 girls raising their hands. Oh. They gotta be Polish. Did you hear what I heard? 1 more over here. The 2 of them. That, how long you a nurse? 14 also? You all went to school together? Over here? Let me guess. 14. How many? Say yes. She's lying. See? Nurses lie. They do. How many in here have ever been in a hospital? Holler out. Yeah, don't they lie? Yeah. No, they do. I was in a hospital in June. Nurses do lie. You ready? God forbid, I hope you never wind up in a hospital, but nurses do lie. I asked the nurse, I said, what do you want me to do? She said, go down the hall, first door to your right, go in there, get undressed, I'll be right there. So I went down, I got undressed, I'm waiting there. And the doctor comes through the friggin' door. I said, where's the nurse? She said, no, she's not coming, I'm here. She lied. All right? Now, I'm telling you, if you do what I do when I wind up in a hospital, you will get excellent treatment at this or any hospital in the world. You ready for this? If they keep you overnight, right before they bring you breakfast the next morning, the nurse always comes in with a little bottle with your name on it. Like somebody's going to steal the goddamn bottle. And they say, when you get a chance, please fill it. She puts it on the table and away she goes. And then they bring breakfast about 10 minutes later. At the time, I didn't have to go, so I didn't fill nothing. And I hate pineapple juice. I didn't order it, but they bring it. And I figured since I didn't have to go, why not? Have some fun. So I took the pineapple juice and I filled the bottle up. I put it back on the table. The nurse came in about 20 minutes later. She picked the bottle up. She said, Jesus Christ, Mr. Pollocker. I said, what's the matter, nurse? She held it up. She said, this son of a gun is cloudy. I took it out of her hand. I said, I'll run it through again. And drank it. They gave Honest Phil good service in that hospital. They didn't wake me up at 5 o'clock in the morning to ask if I was asleep so I could take my sleeping pill. They didn't give me needles. In fact, this hospital was so nice after I did that, they even gave me my own room on another floor. Yeah. They gave me a little jacket with straps in the back. I wrote home in crayon. It was nice. Next morning, I didn't go either, so I filled it up with water. The doctor come back and said, Mr. Pollocker, you have chlorine in your urine. I said, good. Next time I piss in a pool, I won't feel guilty. You know the difference between a rectal and an oral thermometer? The taste, that's right. Oh, yeah, definitely know the difference. Sure. Oh. Yo. Doctor's walking down the hall. Nurse looks. The doctor's got a rectal thermometer behind his ear. Eh? The nurse looks at Doc. What are you doing with a rectal thermometer behind your ear? He took it out. He took a look. He said, Christ, some asshole's got my pen. Can you picture? Yo, bend over. Yeah, Minga, lead poisoning. Look out. Yo. Yo. Oh, that's interesting. No, I love that. I love that. Nurse, come on. If you've been in a hospital, you're familiar with this. Nurse comes in the morning. She has a little wash basin, lukewarm water, a little soap, a little wash rag. She comes over and she washed my face. That was nice. She washed my chest. She washed my stomach. She gave me the rag. So I washed her face. I washed her neck. That's as far as I want to go. Yo. 2 guys are in a hospital. 2 old guys. One here, one old guy over here. One guy had a speech impediment. He stuttered a little bit. He said to his buddy, he said, what seems to be your problem? Guy said, I just had an operation on my prostate gland. Guy said, yeah. He said, what the hell's a prostate gland? He said, I used to piss like you talk. There's so many stories that you could tell about hospitals, and I'm sure the nurses could tell a whole bunch. Because right before I was ready to leave the hospital, the nurse came and said, look, Mr. Polliker, not that we made a mistake, but there's a couple tests we still have to get from you. And I know your wife's on her way to pick you up, but we need a urine sample, a stool specimen, and a sperm specimen. I said, look, I want to get the hell out of the hospital. Can I just leave my shorts? Oh, we got everything there, you know. Sure. Fellas, you want to have some fun? The next time you go to your doctor and he sends you in the closet with a little book and that little bottle, he tells you to fill it, go ahead. But do what I do. Because you figure if you're paying for it, have fun doing it. Before I get out of the closet, you know what I do? I take water from the sink and I wet the outside of the bottle. And you go, here, Doc. Jesus Christ, son of a bitch! It's all wet. Put the goddamn thing on the table. Get the hell out of here. Figure if I'm paying for it, let me have fun, too. Are there any gynecologists in here? Goldfingers. How many in here would love to be a gynecologist for a day? Yeah, sure. Eh? Yo. Oh, I gotta tell you. Little lady looked like a midget. Well, she was a midget. She went into the gynecologist. She said, Doc, you gotta help me. Oh, my God, my crotch is killing me. He said, what's your problem? Every time, it's pouring rain outside now. Every time it rains, my crotch is killing me. He said, look, I'm the doctor. Get on the table. Maybe I can help you out. So she got on the table. And he looked under her dress. He said, oh, my God, I think I see the problem. Took a knife, took a scissor, went under, started cutting for about 5 minutes. He said, get down off the table, jump down. So she jumped down. He said, walk around now. And she started walking. She says, oh, my God. This feels good. She said, my crotch don't hurt no more. What'd you do? He said, I cut about 3 inches off the top of your galoshes. I love that, sir. You all right, sir? Yeah. Lady went to the... No, really. I give you time. That's one of my favorite jokes. It takes people a while, and the girls have to explain it to the guys. You know that? They go, no, you don't understand. So the glasses go, and it rubs, it hurts. Yeah. Lady went to the gynecologist. She said, Doc, I don't know how to tell you this. I got a problem. I'm really upset. He said, I'm the gynecologist. Lady, take your time. What's your problem? She said, I'm embarrassed. I don't know how to tell you this. He said, just tell me your problem. She said, my vibrator's stuck. He said, look, I'm the doctor. Don't worry about it. Get on the table. No problem. I'll get it out. So she got on the table. He's working on her for about an hour and a half. He said, lady, I got some bad news and good news for you. She said, oh, Christ. What's the bad news? He said, you're right. It's stuck. I can't even get it out. It's in such a... It's stuck. She said, what the hell's the good news? He said, well, I was up there. I changed the batteries for you. What the hell? Least I can do. Lady went to the gynecologist. The gynecologist said, lady, you got one of the biggest holes I have ever seen. One of the biggest holes I've ever seen. She said, well, you don't have to say it twice. He said, I only said it once. She got pissed. No, this lady got pissed. Got dressed, went home, walked in the living room. Then curiosity hit her. She said, maybe I do, I don't know. She got undressed, she put a mirror on the floor, and she started doing one of these. And her husband walked in. She said, hey, what the hell you doing, he said. Now she's embarrassed again. She said, I learned a new dance step. He said, that's all right, but watch you don't fall in that fucking hole. Yo. Hey. Yo. How many people in here have kids? Yeah. How many couldn't wait to get the hell away from the kids this weekend? But no sooner got here to Cove Haven and called them. So you didn't get away, did you? Didn't get away. You called them too? So you can't get away. Travel 1,000,000 miles. Gotta call the kids. They're having more fun at home than you're having here. You know why? They're doing what you did when your parents went away. They're down the street, party time. How many children you have?
3.
3, one of each. Beautiful. Terrific, sir. Congratulations. That's very nice. How many say TV influences your children? Holler out.
Yeah.
How many say it doesn't?
Yeah.
Where? You have any kids? How many have? 2. Oh, you got a TV right away. Nice. It's better than the pill sometimes. Oh, sure. TV, I say, without a doubt, influences kids. Example. 3 little boys standing outside of a drugstore. 2 kids at 50 cents. The other kid at $2. The kid with the $2 said, what you gonna do with your 50 cents? They said, we're gonna buy candy. What else? I gotta talk like a kid. The kid with the $2, I got a better idea. Instead of candy, let's put it together. 50, 50, and $2 makes $3. Instead of candy, let's buy a box of tampons. 2 kids said, what the hell are we gonna do with tampons? He said, I saw on TV, if we buy them, we could go horseback riding, play golf, ski, tennis, roller skate, do all that shit for $3. Children cannot be lied to today. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I'm sure, not that you lied, you fibbed, which is a lie. I mean, if you were walking down the street with your little boy or girl, and you happen to notice 2 dogs stuck in the street, I'm sure you told the kid, one's sick and the other one's push him to the hospital. Just so you didn't have to answer those particular questions. Example, little boy walked in the house, he had 2 flies on his hand, one on top of the other. He said, Dad, come here. He said, are there boy flies? Son. I said, son, of course there's boy flies. He said, are there girl flies? Now, the father doesn't want to answer these questions. He said, no, son, there's only boy flies. Little kid went, fags. See? The kids know what's going on. Mother took a little boy to the zoo, and they come to the elephant. He said, Ma, what's that on the elephant? She said, that's his trunk. He said, no, I know that. Behind him, what's that? She said, that's his tail. He said, no. That's the truth, lady. You all right? You okay, lady? You keep laughing, you're gonna piss your pants, I'm telling you. Look at, she's holding her stomach. I love this story, though. It's funny. He said, no, under there, what's that? She said, that's nothing. Well, the following week, the father takes the kid to the zoo. Again, they come to the elephant. He said, Dad, come here. He said, what's that on the elephant? He said, that's his trunk, son. He said, no, Dad. Behind him, what's that? He said, that's his tail. Nah, Dad. Under there, what's that? He said, that's his penis. He said, Mommy said that was nothing. He said, your mother's been spoiled. You all right, lady? You need some water or something? We'll get it over there. Little boy gets up in the middle of the night, goes to the bathroom. On his way back down the hall, Mommy's door is open a little bit. The light's on. Mommy's on the bed, stark naked. He looks in. He can hear and see Mommy. And she's doing one of these. She's rubbing her chest saying, I need a man. I need a man. And he goes to bed. Next night he wakes up, goes down the hall, comes back, looks at Mommy's room. Again, Mommy's on the bed, rubbing her chest saying, I need a man. I need him. It feels good, but I don't need a man. But it does feel good. I need a man. And he goes back to bed. Well, the next night he wakes up, he goes to the bathroom, by Mommy's room, looks in, Maron, there's a man in bed with Mommy. He ran to his room, ripped his pajamas off, laid on the bed, started rubbing his chest saying, I need a bike. I need a bike. I need a bike. Freewheeler. Yo! Brother and sister taking a bath together. Little baby brother, little baby sister. Little sister's looking at her little baby brother. And she's doing one of these. She's going, what the Jesus? What the hell is that? You ready for this? Watch her. She's doing one of these. She's going. It didn't pop out. She said, what's that? He said, I don't know. She said, where'd that come from? He said, I don't know. She said, what's it do? He said, I don't know. She said, can I play with it? He said, nope, you already broke yours up. Don't touch this one over here. Little boy runs in the house. He had to go to the bathroom. As soon as he walked into the bathroom, boom, his father stepped out of the shower. The little kid went crazy. What the hell, Daddy? You hurt yourself. What the hell is that thing? His father naturally saw what the kid was staring at. It said, son, this is known as a penis. He said, in fact, this is almost known as a perfect penis. The little boy never went to the bathroom. Turned around, went outside, and started playing. Half hour later, he couldn't hold it any longer. So he unzipped his blind, let it go. The little girl walked by. She said, what's that? He said, this. Well, that's what they do. They act like the father, right? And he said, he said, this is known as a penis. He said, in fact, if this was an inch shorter, it would be known as a perfect penis. See, his was bigger than his father's. Oh, you got it? You're explaining it to him. I see. All right. There's a loud scream in the house. The mother hears the scream, runs up the steps. The scream is coming from the bathroom. She runs into the bathroom. There's a little boy crying his eyes out. He thought the toilet bit him. She said, what happened? Said the toilet seat fell over and bit my tinkler. Don't tell me I gotta explain it to the nurse. She rubbed a little bit. She said, is that better? He said, Mommy, will you kiss it, make it better? Then Christ, you get more like your father every day. Jesus Christ. Little boy ran in the house, Mommy, I got a wee-wee, I got a tinkle, huh? She said, don't say that. You're getting too old for that. Whenever you have to go, just say you have to whisper, and Mommy will know what you want. Well, that weekend, Grandma and Grandpa were over the house. And the little boy had to sleep with Grandpa. In the middle of the night, he woke up. Grandpa said, Grandpa, I got to whisper. He said, whisper in my ear, son. What the hell, you're pissing in my ear? Jesus Christ. You don't have to shout, too, do you? Jesus. My favorite beyond favorites. The little boy had to go to the bathroom. His mother said, you want Mommy to take it? And he said, no, let Grandma take me. Her hand shakes. Grandma, I gotta go again. I'm gonna kill this kid. Yeah. How many girls in here would like to know something about your husband's in all the years you were married, from one day till now, he has never discussed with you? Holler up. Yeah. 3 girls. Beautiful. How many girls don't want to know that? Holler up. Yeah. The same 3 girls. Beautiful. I'm going to tell you right now, watch how serious I get on this, because I love talking about it. It's against the law. You like that? That was serious. Against the law for a girl sitting at a table with a bunch of other girls to get up from that table by herself and go to the bathroom. You notice that? One girl just doesn't get up and go. One girl gets the idea, the whole goddamn table gets up and goes. Shirley's got to go. Let's go, girls. And they all come back at the same time. What do you girls do? Cheer for each other in there? Yeah, she's going. All right. A girl comes out of the bathroom all dressed up, walking prim and proper, and toilet paper's hanging from her shoe. But girls, what I'm getting at is this. You do not have what us men have. Well, no, I mean, you got, but it's smaller. But what I'm talking about is the men's room. I don't know if you've ever seen a men's room. The men's urinal is what I'm talking about. So you got comfortable seats. You could sit there and relax. Play bombardier or whatever. Guys, we have what is called urinals. Picture in your mind, girls, the bottom half of a hippopotamus's mouth. No teeth, just the gums. When your husband gets in there by himself, he is King Kong. And if you've never seen your husband dance and he doesn't like to dance, he does moves in there you'll never see him do on a dance floor. He gets in there all by himself, and this is him. He'll check out the room. And then right after dinner, this is always it, especially when he's by himself. He holds, well, I don't know, what do you call it? What do you guys call it? Anybody have a special name?
Spike.
Spike. He holds Spike. Spike. Danny, you call yours Spike? Jesus Christ, Danny holds Spike over here. All right, let's use Spike for an example here. He gets there, he holds Spike. That's interesting, you know. And while he's going, you find this, especially after dinner. Oh, that's good. If anybody's in here, I would have killed him. Now, this is when he's by himself. This is your husband. He's still checking out the room. That chip on that camphor ball's been there all weekend. Some bitch, it's going tonight. I got enough ammunition. The cigarette wiped the shit out of it. Son of a bitch, it's a filter, got stuck in the friggin' hole. And might as well write my name, what the hell. And dot the I. This is your husband, I'm not lying. Now another guy walks in, stands next to your husband. This is what your husband gets. Quincy calls this rigor mortis. All these moves become... There's not a man alive in this room can honestly say he hasn't done this at least once. Watch. While your husband's gone, the guy stands next to your husband. This is your husband doing one of these. Watch. Trying to peek at the other guy. Yeah, every guy wants to... Meanwhile, while your husband's peeking, that guy's pissing all over your husband's shoes. Hey, man, you're pissing on my shoes. Well, don't peek next time. And if you girls think I'm lying, next time you see your husband come out of the bathroom and his shoes are wet, what, are you peeking again, you asshole? Sure. Spike, huh? And I have to leave you with my favorite subject, without a doubt, because this is something also everybody in this room does. You ready for this? There's a commercial on TV about this subject. How you spell relief. R-O-L-A-I-D. Bullshit! Tell the people the way it is. F-A-R-T. Farts! Everybody in this room loves to fart, but nobody likes to claim them. Yeah, how many already blamed it on the dog? And women swear they do not fart. They're only allowed to pass wind. Women, the only time they're allowed to fart is when it's an accident, like when they sneeze. That's true. That was an accident. It was forced out. It wasn't my fault. Women pass wind when they bend over to pick something up. They give you a little memento of... Nobody knows where it comes from, how it gets there. It's just a little... Everybody in this room has done this. You ever pick anything heavy and walk with it? Holy jeez, I got the shits. I got the Hershey squirts. Oh, yeah? And you pinch your cheeks running. Holy Jesus, son of a bitch, I'm stuck. And come laundry day, you girls look for that. Honey, what'd you do? Shit your pants this week? Look at that racing stripe. Yeah, fellas, go into the hamper, find your wife's pantyhose, unravel them, take out her panties. Yeah, you too. Look at that. What you girls don't realize is us men love to fart. And we're proud of them. And there are two types of farts. There's this one. It may hurt, but you don't worry about it. But there's this one. Oh, Christ. See, you and I know silent farts will kill the dog. And us guys don't walk away from our farts. We back into it. Hey, that's a 12, man. And if you girls are in the vicinity of a 12, us guys are all the same. I love you. Let go, you farter, you pig. You all right there? We're proud of them. Sure. Every guy in this room has a distinct fart. Sure, you ever drive down the highway, your windows will roll up in the car, and you pass a sulfur pit? You know the look your wife gives you? You're driving, she's like, it wasn't me. It smells like one of yours. That's a distinct fart. Oh, yeah. I'm walking down the aisle in a supermarket. I let go of a 14. No lie. 14. The can on the shelf, the sucker melted. And a guy came through the cloud with his shotgun cart. He went right in because it lingered, you know what I mean? It was a good one. He walked right into it. He said, "Oh, my God!" I said, "That's mine. I want credit for it." I was at 14. And you know the funniest thing about farts? Our wives know we fart. They could be 2 miles away. And they could take one look at us and know we farted. You know why? Because I call it what is called a look. We just stand there. And we do things like this. We go, "Honey, come here, man. I want to say something." "No, you farted, you pig." "No, honey, honest. I just want to say something." "No, I know that look. Get the hell away from me." Honest Phil does not lie. You think I'm lying? How many guys already farted in bed, took the sheet and put it over your wife's head? You better believe it. Thank you and good night. Thank you. Danny, hell of a sport. Thank you, man. Thanks, honey. You're nice. Where are my nurses? There's one. Thanks, honey. Good man. Connecticut, you're great. And a cop over here. Thanks, folks. Thank you. Does a crowded elevator smell different to a midget?
A shadow shall fall over the universe, and evil will grow in its path, and death will come from the skies.